Jumping center will be Jerry Iceman Reynolds in black for Fort Hamilton. They call him the Iceman because he looks and plays like George Gervin. Here come the Electrons. They control it in white. And Fort Hamilton opens man to man. And immediately, shot is missed, but they get it right back. And stolen away by Fort Hamilton. So here's the first chance for the Rams. Here's Beatle Washington. And he's fouled from behind. Zone defense from Benjamin Franklin. The kid with the ball they call the Beatle. Eugene Washington may play at North Carolina State or Rhode Island. They force it low. Inside shot. And they get it. Andre Ervin. So it's 2-0 New York. It's stolen away by Kenneth Williams. Here's Beatle. 4-0 New York. Man-to-man defense from Alexander Hamilton. Reggie Faison. Anthony Abson, they call him the Ant, missed it badly. So Philadelphia having trouble getting on track, much like the New York girls earlier. There's Iceman, and Reynolds has it. It's 6-0 New York.
What do you think, Coach? Call time now?
Well, just give the kids another. Here's a replay on the fast break. As we said in the opening, the Philadelphia team's going to have to contain the fast break of this New York ball club, and they're not doing it right now. They're playing right into their hands.
On the turnover, they get it back. They average close to 100 points a game. In one game, Alexander Hamilton scored 165. So they're used to scoring, and the foul goes against Benjamin Franklin. So here come the Electrons looking for their first points, and we've played 2 minutes at the PALESTRA. Faison, he's short again. Rebound, Beatle Washington. Look at him ball handle. 4-on-3. Good pass. Terrific play from Beatle Washington over to Andre Ervin. And it's 8-0 New York.
Well, Beatle Washington just shows you exactly how they're supposed to run the fast break. Outstanding vision, excellent pass.
New York City leading Philadelphia 8-0. Inside Alexander. That'll be 2. So Franklin finally gets on the boards after 2.5 minutes. And quickly, Alexander Hamilton is back. Reynolds gets the rebound. Gets it again. Third chance for Reynolds. Tipped in by Ervin, who's on the floor. It's 10-2 New York. Coming on with a vengeance. 10-2. Here's a team without a home court. Their practice court got warped. The Parks Department took their rims away. After a recent practice, they got in a fight with a Brooklyn street gang. These kids can rumble. It's 10-2 and they steal it away. It's 10 going on 12. Pass ahead for Kenneth Williams. Here comes Andre Ervin. 8 points for Ervin. This kid Ervin had 45 in one game this year. It's 12-2 Alexander Hamilton.
I can see why they call him the Iceman now. Ooh. And not because of his resemblance of Gervin, it's just his performance on the play is very similar.
Here's Reggie Faison. He's going to have to do it. Victor Alexander missed it. Third chance for Alexander, rolls off. A fourth try is good.
Well, they've gotten excellent weak side help, Al, a couple of times where they've thrown the lob and Reynolds has come and picked off the pass.
Well, from downtown, Keith Walker. Keith had 20 points in the championship game. He may be heading to Temple, Billy. He had a tough time in the semifinal game against Southern for the Philadelphia City Championship. They were really collapsing the zone in on him, but when he broke loose in the second half, on they came, and he's more or less the key to their inside game and the key to their offense. It's now 13-8 New York. Alley-oop!
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Beatle to Iceman.
That's one way of breaking a zone trap.
Well, they did it in the game against Andrew Jackson. Again today, the alley-oop play, Beatle to Iceman. They lead by 7, 15-8.
I wish we could have gotten a picture of a college scout or coach in the stands, because you'd have quite a few, and you'll see the replay here. I think we'll see it.
Well, here it is. Saw the tail end of it.
Yeah, quite a few drooling over that type of play. Just great athletic ability.
Here they come on the break. Here comes Reynolds again. It counts. And there's a foul against Reynolds. So give him the basket for 6 points and give him the personal foul, his first.
Billy, I got to drop 2 of my guards back. I can't let them run like this. They're going to kill you.
Great hands. Just a great basketball player. I'm impressed seeing him play here today.
Here's Victor Alexander inside the stuff. That wakes up the crowd. They're alive here at the PALESTRA. Alexander has 8 of Philadelphia's 10 points. And Alexander Hamilton throws it away. Benjamin Franklin's alive. Look at this one. This is authoritative, Billy.
Great pass.
Is this
great
Dawkins
vision
here?
I hope I see him tomorrow.
and Alexander was absolutely certain the next time he had a shot at it, he was going to jam it.
Yeah, the thing that impressed me was the pass to get him that dunk, the peripheral vision. A player looking for the ball, great court awareness, knowing where his teammate was, and got on the ball quickly for the easy shot. Right now, it's a game of turnovers. Whoever is going to be able to limit their turnovers to get the attempts at the basket is going to move out and get a lead. So it's going to be interesting to see which team is going to settle down the quickest.
Here's Reggie Faison. There they go inside. Keith Walker. And it rolls in for him. So here come the Electrons. They're down by 5. We've got 1:42 remaining in the first quarter. That's Ray Haskins in his 5th year of coaching Alexander Hamilton. And Faison hits it. They trail by 3. We've got a ball game. Remember Lloyd 3 killing the Celtics. Wow, guy never missed. Here's Faison from the line. Another one. Reggie Faison's cool, isn't he? Now it's a 1-point game. And a foul is called. No basket. And they take it away. Here come the Electrons. Chance to take the lead. It's a 3-on-1. Walker, they lead. Billy leads it.
No basket, charging.
Well, they evened it up.
I think it's a good call.
He appeared to have pretty good position.
17-16. Alexander Hamilton from Brooklyn, New York, leading this man, Ken Hamilton, and his Benjamin Franklin team. 17-16, the final minute of the play of the first quarter. There's Beatle, Washington, followed by Reynolds. Boy, he's murder, isn't he?
Well, Washington just breaks. They have the trap, and he just penetrates and just creates such havoc, and that enabled them to get to the offensive boards.
Reynolds and Washington both 4-year starters, and now they steal it away. So on the turnover, a 3-point lead, 28 seconds to go first quarter. Chance to go up by 5. There's Andre Ervin, rolls it in. Nice move for 2. Just like that, they're up by 5.
The difference is now when they get the ball, they look for one person to get the ball to Washington to bring it down the court. Before, they didn't have anybody to give them the direction which he's giving them right now.
Keith Walker hits his 6th point. He had 20 in the championship game. There's a whistle. Does it count? No. Before the shot, foul against Walker. 5 seconds to go in the quarter. They got to get it up. 3, 2, 1. That should be goaltending, and nobody called it. Oh, I thought that was a goaltending call. So New York got away with one.
That was 2 points taken away from the Philadelphia team.
New York stole a basket. So we've played 8 minutes of basketball. 1 quarter's gone from the Palestra. New York led at 8-0 to start after 1 quarter of play. It's 22-18, Hamilton over Franklin. We'll be back to Philadelphia with the second quarter of play in the Big East Classic. They just did it. Back at the Palestra in Philadelphia, we played 1 quarter. The New York City champs lead the champions from Philadelphia, 22-18. It's been a track meet. Benjamin Franklin controls. Kids play with great enthusiasm. How do you get the 76ers to play like this?
We play that way every night.
Every night.
Look at that.
On the turnover. Look out.
Damn it.
Richter scores. And it's still shaking in the backboard. Look at this one. This is authoritative. 10 points for Victor Alexander. Lights out.
Well, he got those 2 points because he didn't get back to the other end defensively. He was fortunate that one of his teammates came up with an outstanding defensive play.
Is it not a technical foul to hang on the rim?
Hanging on the rim.
That's what's going to happen right here.
So the technical called against Alexander.
Surprising, your 51% foul shooter goes to the line to shoot the technical, but there's the reason.
Well, he's the spirit of this team. They call him the Beatle. Not because his grandmother called him that at birth, so not because he plays like a little scatterbug, which he does. So let's see what the Electrons can do. Opening 30 seconds of the second quarter. New York leading Philadelphia, the Big City Classic, 23-12. Look out, Alexander again blocked, and a foul. So Reynolds picks up his 2nd. It's the only way to stop Alexander, I guess. We played a minute of the second quarter. Benjamin Franklin's never led. Andre Ervin, a little closer that time, but still a miss. The release comes down. Absent. First time he shot the ball, and Anthony Absent hits him. Kid missed 2 months of the season with a knee injury. Got 7 points in the championship game. Hits a field goal. They're within 1. Here comes Beatle, Washington. Oh, that's a pretty play. Alexander blocked it. Here comes Benjamin Franklin. Chance to take their first lead. And they've got it.
Alexander's taking over at both ends of the court. Here you'll see a great block, waits on the man to commit himself, blocks it, and now watch him get to the other end of the court. You can see him getting out to run.
They got the ball back on a turnover, missed the shot. But on that basket by Tony Stutz, they took their first lead. Ken Hamilton was down 8-0. Now they're up 24-23. Here comes Alexander Hamilton trying to regain the lead here. And they slow it down against that zone, Billy. A little bit, the alley-oop again. This time he missed it. Reynolds on the third try. That's 10 points now for the Iceman. They regain the lead. Alexander Hamilton 25. Benjamin Franklin 24. No good. Offensive foul.
That's a fine play by Reynolds. Stepping in there and throwing that charge.
We have 5:44 remaining, first half. Greg Imes inside to Alexander. Alexander goes up over Scurry. Second chance effort is no good. And Alexander on a third try. And finally taken away by Scurry. And he nearly loses it. Swings the elbows. That should be a foul. Yeah, that's the call. It's nice to swing the elbows. It's also a personal foul.
That's an excellent call by the official. It's a high school game at any level. That's where someone can lose a tooth, can have a broken jaw. And I thought John Thompson did a fine job making that call.
Benjamin Franklin trailing by 3. On the miss, Scurry with the rebound. Here come the Rams of Alexander Hamilton. Washington on the scoop off the glass. Pretty play by Eugene Washington. And it's a 5-point lead again. They've scored 6 straight points after losing the lead. I'll tell you, this is the first Big City Basketball Classic. I hope it's not the last. These kids play good ball. Fun to watch. Keith Smith, he's got it.
In New York, you play in the schoolyards, and during the winter months, you're out there quite a bit, and the wind becomes a factor. So you try to get as close to the basket as possible. Therefore, you find that players from New York are better drivers to the basket than perimeter shooters.
All right, Billy. I'm buying that, you know. I'm taking that as gospel.
I got a car outside, too, if you'd like to buy that.
Got to play the wind in New York to play basketball.
That's the truth. Oh.
I haven't heard that theory before, Al. That's great.
Well, look at the New York players. Most of them are good drivers. Look at Tiny Archibald now, Lloyd Free. People, they can go to the basketball. Of course, Lloyd is an excellent perimeter shooter as well, but you'll find the New York players that their strong suit is going to the basket, and I feel that's one of the reasons.
Walker on the miss. This is a 4-on-2. Look out. Reynolds inside for Williams. That's 2. Well done.
So we stop the ball, and then we get back. Whoever closest to the ball wants to be by the ball, so we're bothering the ball handler. And everybody else is back fast, extra fast, all right? Now we want to force them to run an offense, which I haven't seen.
Let's go.
Come on, let's go.
Defense.
Everything they've been scoring has been from the inside, but if they don't, they're going to be in trouble.
There's Alexander. That's a good 2. If you don't know the story, in a Boston-Philadelphia game, they were eavesdropping on Billy Cunningham, and the Celtics stole the play. And Billy said, that's okay.
Well, he didn't quite say it that way.
Look at this, Alexander. 14 points for Victor Alexander. It's showtime here at the PALESTRA.
Boy, you were my idol, Ed. I think I average twice a week getting thrown off. Our coach just liked to throw people off the game, off the team.
Oh, look at that pass from
boy.
Beatle. And a follow by
What a
Reynolds.
play.
What a break.
Need that leadership.
Inside for Reynolds. He's hit,
Oh,
no
you're
foul,
kidding me.
scores it anyway. 14 points for Reynolds, and they now lead by 8.
Open every time.
Look at that steal.
You don't beat it putting the ball on the floor. You beat it with the ball in the air.
Stolen right away. Ervin, look at Reynolds. He's murder, isn't he? Jerry Reynolds with 16 points. They now lead by 10. Here's Alexander. No, sir. And an offensive foul, a boot on Alexander. That's his 3rd.
The team from New York is not going to change their style of play. They're going to be running and shooting, and it's not a big deficit.
Reynolds on the miss, but the follow is good. Kevin Woods' his first basket. The lead is now 12 at 45-33. 45 seconds to go, and they steal it again. This is a 4-on-1. Reynolds pulls up. He hits it, and now they're up by 14. 10 seconds to go till halftime. Benjamin Franklin with the ball, trailing by 12. Inside move, and a foul is called, and the basket's good by Greg Imes. Well, let's see. Ervin, and that'll do it for the first half. Good first half of basketball here at the PALESTRA. Alexander Hamilton raced out to an 8-0 lead.
6'7", 6'8", 225, and Faison is a guy that's got to run this team and score. And yeah, bought a bucket. Reggie Faison makes it 47-40. Right away, coming right back at it. Hello there, Jerry Iceman Reynolds.
20 points for him.
Forcing the perimeter shot.
They got a perimeter shot from Anthony Abson, who's picked up a little bit of the slack. A 6'1" guard, senior, he scored 7.
Wow.
Needed it, got it. Number 22, Keith Smith, 52-45, and they creep back into the ball game.
One a 2-3, and the other a 3-2.
Oh.
It is good, and he was fouled. They've broken the press. What are they going to do with it? Son of a gun.
And that kid's at his own level.
Look at Beatle. Look at him dribble. Look at this.
Hello there.
Bam.
Whistle before the shot. You know who made that play, don't you? Defensively, Iceman. Here's the Beatle. And I think we got a foul here. And Franklin, with 4 minutes remaining in the third period, got to get it together or else. That ain't going to help. There's 2 more. Well, it should have been. Foul. Ervin will go to the line. He'll get 2 more. Things are getting out of hand now.
You left the Islanders off your list.
Well, I hadn't gotten out of hockey yet. Billy had his team in the finals over the NBA last year. They're rejecting. Can Walker do it? Nah. To the hoop. Faison. And that broke the string, 62-47. 13th in the ballgame, Kevin Woods, a 6'4" junior forward. Smith inside, it may be, yeah. They got a bucket out of Percy Warfield. And Washington, the Beatles going out. We'll pick up the changes. Faison, yeah. 62-51. Well,
he's in his own private world out there. He just reached over, took the rebound by himself. He's at one level, and everyone else is somewhere below.
Well, he's listed as about what, 6-something, 6'7", 6'8".
He looks bigger.
Oh yeah, plays much bigger. Here you go, jam it for 2. That's
9 points. Today, we're going to be running this country. We can't afford a few dollars.
Look at Reynolds, huh? Boy, 26 points for Jerry Reynolds. Just amazing.
He's now 13 for 19, but we found he's got a problem. 0 for 5 from the line after he missed that one. With 5-4-3-2 coming up, 65-53. Let it go. Good if it goes. It did. A buzzer beater by Anthony Abson. And the score at the end of 3 quarters. New York 65, Philadelphia 55. And we're going to be back with what could be a pretty fair 4th period here at the PALESTRA after this.